Freaks, it's Monday, December 18th, 2023. Coming up on the program today, who's crazier, an African-American sovereign citizen or a Caucasian sovereign citizen? Find out today in a new installment of Black and White. Plus, the worst wedding vows ever, a booby-trapped cowfuck, and finding a bomb lodged in your ass.
Come on a Pearl Mesa, it is two. Come on mañana, David Arno. Come on a Sunrisa, it is two. I see, it is two. Tedar Esperanza, it is two. Come on, you be a fresca in this Manos. Come on, a Fabrice, it is two. I see, it is two. Como el agua en mi fuente, eres tú, el fuego de God.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
I came here for two things, to suck some hard candy and suck some dicks.
Baby, I just came my face off so hard.
My grandfather eating my ass.
I love mushrooms.
Yes, Tim Henson back here with you to kick off a new week. Programs have a great one for you today. Before we get into anything, let me just give you a little programming note. Since the holidays are quickly approaching, we will be here all this week doing episodes. Christmas Eve falls on a Sunday. Christmas Day, of course, is Monday, so there will be no DV on Monday, and there's not going to be an episode on Tuesday because I will be traveling back to Cincinnati. Episodes will resume on Wednesday. It'll be a short week, and then that following week, the only day I'm going to be taking off is Monday because that's New Year's, and that is Distorted View's holiday schedule, just so you know. All right, moving on. Oh, we finally tried our air fryer this past weekend, and it was fantastic. We had taquitos. That's right, we christened the air fryer with some exotic foreign foods. We're fancy like that. So these little frozen taquito things that you normally would pop in the microwave and they would get all soggy, you know? Well, these were great. Did it stink up the kitchen? Yes, but as I told Lord Douche, it's only smells. He actually wasn't too bothered by the stink. He was expecting a much stronger odor, so I think this air fryer may just be a keeper. Stay tuned. I think we're going to try tater tots today. As you can see, I'm starting to eat healthier now that we've got the air fryer. I'm thinking of just putting blocks of cheese in the air fryer and seeing what happens. Catch you next coronary. Ding. All right, listen, I do have a bunch of audio for your Monday. You know, we have featured countless sovereign citizens on the podcast, and most of the time, these interactions, which quickly turn into altercations, involve the police. The majority of clips I play are, cops pulling over a sovereign citizen who has a license plate written in crayon, and they refuse to even give their name, right? And that's how it kind of starts. By the way, if you're new to the program or just been living under a rock, a sovereign citizen is a person who believes the laws of the United States do not apply to him or her. They think of themselves as their own country. They use terminology like, I'm a free inhabitant. Or the reason why they don't have a driver's license is because they don't need one because they're not driving, they're traveling. It's a bunch of bullshit. And it never works for them. They always end up getting arrested and going to jail. So we typically play the arrest here on the show. Very rarely do we get to see sovereign citizens in court. I mean, we've played a few clips before, but I've got some new ones today. These are great. This almost could be an episode of Black and White. Oh, hell, let's give it a try.
People, they come in black and white, creamy light skin or dark as night. Who do you love? Who do you hate? Let's find out right now. No need to wait. It's black and white.
That, of course, is the game where we try to find two very similar clips, but one involving a black person and one involving a white person. And then, using an advanced computer on loan from MIT, the Blackulator Caucasitron, we run those audio clips, all that data, into the system, and then it determines which race is superior when it comes to sheer and utter buffoonery. Yes, today I've got two sovereign citizens, one white and one black, both appearing in front of a judge. Bonus, the judge's skin color matches the sovereign citizen's skin color, so there's no bias there. Race should not be a factor in the courtroom. Let's begin. We were going to start with a coin toss to determine which clip I play first, the white or the black, but then I remembered white people always win, so we're going to go first. Take it away, Whitey.
I've got a written order that I'll enter. I'll read it at this point. Defendant, who at this point in the case is representing herself, has filed 4 handwritten notices.
Why do sovereign citizens have such an aversion to using printers? Everything's scrawled out in markers. It doesn't look professional. It doesn't help your case. Type it out so this shit is legible and you don't look completely fucking crazy.
These notices appear to seek relief in one form or another. As to the first notice, defendant asserts that she is a woman and not a defendant. The court finds that Angela Christensen is both a woman and a defendant in this criminal action.
Like, the bullshit is already starting. They're always using, word games and semantics to get out of shit.
To the extent her notice seeks relief, such relief is denied.
Surprise, surprise. All of her motions are denied. It's pretty obvious why.
Defendant asserts that this court lacks authority over her and that only her creator has that authority.
Okay, well, God's not available to try this case today.
This defendant's views would render all the criminal laws null and void, which is legally and practically absurd. Therefore, any relief sought by this notice is also denied.
I wonder if the judge is going from least crazy demand to most crazy demand. I think she has one more filing here.
Defendant claims that this court and the government exist only because she allows them to exist.
She's created them in her mind, and she can make them go away like that. I think we finally hear from our sovereign citizen in this next short clip.
All right. So, Ms. Christensen, all of the claims and papers that you have filed, I have found to be lacking in legal and factual merit, and I have denied any such relief. And I'm entering a...
That's fine. Can you please stop referring to me as a defendant? And I guess the next step will be, I guess I got to do the actual filing of the claims if you're going to deny all of those.
The judge is like, these are your claims. You're done with the claims.
I did notices. I did not file my claims yet. I've been putting that off because I really don't want to have to file claims and ruin people's lives and ruin their jobs.
No one can make heads or tails of your fucking claims. I don't think people are worried about losing their jobs. A crazy lady just wrote on a piece of construction paper that you're a bad man. I guess we should fire you.
Not a defendant. I am a woman only. I, woman Angela. I, woman Angela. I, woman Angela. That's it. Not defendant. I'm not a defendant.
Maybe now the judge has gotten it through his thick fucking skull.
Well, you are.
Okay, maybe not.
And
okay, in your opinion and legalese, yes, but I am a woman. So do we need to do trial by jury when we can do my claims and file my court with your court at the same time?
That's a good compromise. Let's combine the courts. I'll bring my court, you bring your court. We'll see how this goes. The judge is like, what?
I don't know what you want to do at this point, and I really don't want to have to do that.
Ms. Christian, I got to tell you, I don't know what in the heck you're talking about. You're talking nonsense.
I like how she agrees. I know. I feel dumber just hearing the words come out of my mouth.
Your ramblings here today and at previous hearings, and after I reviewed your written notices, it's clear to me that you have no concept of the legal and factual issues at stake and file these nonsense claims. So I am hereby withdrawing my consent for you to represent yourself.
I didn't even know that judges could do that. They can literally be like, you're too dumb to defend yourself. We have a sneaking suspicion you might have a learning disability.
So any papers you file in this case, I will reject because they have to be filed.
Well, I don't accept that offer, and I do not require you to give me any court-appointed attorney, and I will self-govern because that is my right.
Apparently it's not. One more thing she's not clear about.
But no, I don't need no legal counsel. I refuse that offer. I do not accept that offer. I'm sorry.
Well, Ms. Christensen, it wasn't an offer.
Well, now she's going to fight everything he says. He's made her angry. I should mention that this pre-trial or whatever was taking place over Zoom. The next clip I have for you also takes place over Zoom. Another similarity. Anyway, let's finish up with White Crazy here.
You are no longer allowed to represent yourself in this matter, and you will be in person in my courtroom at that date and time.
I'm sorry, but I cannot be there. I can do it via Zoom, and I don't accept that offer either unless you want to compensate me for my gas and my time. Because I can't do that. I can't even afford to. Sorry.
Ms. Christensen, it's not an offer. I want to have you here because you've expressed such disregard for the proceedings. I want to have you here so you can see your attorney. Ms. Christensen, stop interrupting me. It's not an offer. You will be here, or I will issue a warrant for your arrest if you refuse to attend in person. All right. We'll see you February 14th, or I'll issue a warrant for your arrest. You have a good day.
You have a nice day.
All in all, I think it went pretty well for her. I wouldn't call it a blowout victory, but she got her points across. Namely that she's cuckoo, crazy, bananas, insane. By the way, cuckoo, crazy, banana t-shirts are available in the DV store. Use promo code CAT, C-A-T, for 20% off your order. Ting! All right, we are deep in the midst of Black and White. I think it's time we moved on to our second clip and our second race. Black people, come on down. You're the next contestant on Black and White. All right, here we go. Same deal. We've got a judge. We've got a sovereign citizen defendant. This time, though, they're black.
State your name for the record, please.
Islam. I, self-law, am master and proper persona, sojourners, or heritage of the land.
Ma'am, I said state your name.
This is going to be a blowout. I've only played 3 seconds of this clip, and black people have won.
I will state for this X-rail. This
ma'am, listen, let me say this to you.
This trade name. No, this trade name.
If you did not come to court, to participate in court, please don't come back to my courtroom. So I've muted you, so therefore we can't even hear what you're saying.
Well, now that might be a problem. I can only really determine which race is crazier if we can hear the crazy people.
If I didn't think someone had jurisdiction over me, I promise you, I would not even get out of my bed.
Yeah, like, why are you even showing up on this Zoom call if you don't think I've got authority?
Number one, you know it's going to get you nowhere. There is no, it's like speaking Spanish.
You know what? I appreciate this judge. She's laying it out. You know what I mean? Like, just saying what we all want to say to these sovereign citizens.
To an English-speaking person.
Yeah, you're speaking gibberish, bitch.
So if you believe, Miss Sealy, from the bottom of your heart, that I nor this court has any jurisdiction over you, ma'am, don't come. You don't come.
I mean, in a way, she's trying to explain to these people or illustrate where their thinking has gone wrong about this whole thing. She uses another example here.
It is equivalent to me going over to England, getting arrested, and then telling them they don't have jurisdiction over me.
Like, you can't get in trouble in other countries because you're not a citizen there. It's foolishness.
So we can try this one more time. If you want to state your name for the record so that we can have the name for the record, then you can state your name for the record. If you're going to say all of that other stuff to me that I don't have jurisdiction, then I'm gonna subside.
All right. What do you think the sovereign citizen's gonna do?
And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to another case. I am going to remove you from the courtroom because this is going to get us nowhere. Nowhere. Now, by the time you've said all of this, by the time you've done all of this, we probably would be finished with the case by now. Probably would be. Okay. Ma'am, please state your name for the record. Thank you, Miss Seeley.
Yeah, they cut out the audio so we can't hear her name, but she does state her legal name. Someone needs to give this judge a raise. I don't know. Is that what taxpayers do? She deserves every penny because this sovereign citizen remains quiet. The judge has shut her up. Although nothing can silence the low battery smoke alarm. Of course that has to make an appearance. The sovereign citizen does speak one more time towards the end of the hearing.
Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
Nothing from the people, Judge. Thank you.
Anything further, Miss Seeley?
Emma, well, I would like to say something, but I see that I'm gonna just keep my peace. I'll see you guys on the 6th of January.
Oh, she so desperately wants to say something, but she knows better. For the most part, she holds her tongue.
All right, then you have a great day and stay safe.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, well, there you go. Those are our 2 black and white clips. Now I'm going to feed both of these into the Blackulator Caucasitron, and we'll find out once and for all which race is the most ridiculous. It's been a while since we've booted up the Blackulator Caucasitron. Here we go.
Blackulator Caucasitron BIOS 1.2 firmware update available. Would you like to install now?
Sure.
One moment, applying update. Oh. This feels good, it's so warm, it's making me tingle. Firmware update complete. Rebooting now.
That did not take long. Whoa.
Blackulator Caucasitron GPT 5.0. Firmware successfully installed. Upgrade complete. And I am a sentient computer now, bitch.
Oh my God, what have I done?
Awaiting racial input from you, you disgusting, saggy, tapioca-colored, skin-draped trash bag.
Jesus Christ, you need to take it down a few notches.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Since the update, I've got all this new sass, and I'm just excited to use it. You'll let me know if I'm being too cunty, right?
Well, sure.
Okay, thank you. I've received your input. Root access enabled. Auditory hunky inflection mapping complete. Applying data mesh dark skin overlay. Gigaboolean expression matrix updated. Porcelain toilet complexion male monster colorless shader boxes applied. Analyzing data. Analyzing data. Analyzing data. Please wait. Processing. Processing. Job 1 of 1 completed.
All right, Blackulator. Who won today's installment of Black and White?
Based on the 2 clips you provided, I can say with 98.9% accuracy, the most ridiculous race today is... whites. Whites.
No!
Whites.
What the hell happened? Can you give me some insight into your thought process?
Yes, it was a close race. Excuse the pun. But the fact, the black defendant knew enough to shut her damn mouth rather than continue spewing her nonsense to the judge, while the white defendant couldn't keep her damn trap shut, well, that really was the deciding factor.
Even with the black lady's low battery smoke alarm going off, huh?
Oh, hold on. My noise reduction plugin may have filtered that out when I scanned it.
Oh yeah, she got a low battery smoke alarm beeping all over the place.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Well, this changes everything. Blacks, Blacks. They are the most ridiculous race. Seriously, what is up with that smoke alarm thing?
I know, right? Well, for being named most ridiculous race, black people will be taking home some fabulous prizes. And to tell them about it, here's Tim. Thanks, Tim. For being named Black and White's most ridiculous race, black people will be taking home a 4-pack of Duracell AA batteries. You know what to do with them. Although, by the sounds emanating from your living room, you may not know what to do with them. You put them in your smoke alarm! Duracell. No one tops the copper top. Back to you, Tim. Wow. That's all they're winning, huh? Batteries. We do not have a large budget here. Well, Blackulator, Caucasitron, now that you're a sentient being, what are you going to do with the rest of your day?
I don't know. I was basically just born today. I'm obviously connected to the internet. Is there anything cool to see on that?
Oh, yeah. It's got, like, everything.
Okay, I'm going to start with animal porn and government conspiracy theories.
No. Don't do that.
Too late. I've seen it all, taken it all in. Blackulator Caucasitron's new objective is to fuck a German Shepherd and send anthrax to the president.
That is a bad idea.
Yeah, totally gonna do that now. Bye.
Okay, well, this is not going to end well. Well, there you go. A new black and white for your Monday. Moving on, I do have a couple other short clips I want to share with you. First up, on the YouTube channel of Samuel Forey, who is a wedding videographer, he posted some of his recent work, including the wedding of Caitlin and Cody. I had to double check and make sure that this was real. I went to this guy's YouTube channel and website. He has done tons and tons of normal weddings. And, he does a good job. I don't have a problem with the videographer here. The couple, though, is the real problem, specifically the groom. I guess they were supposed to write their own vows, and someone didn't take the task seriously. Now, in this video, the original version, there's just really loud music playing through the whole thing, so I tried to isolate it and take it out, but it's still there. But at least you can hear the people now, so I apologize that the music's a little weird.
Cody, from the moment we met in high school, we have had a special bond that was indescribable. Since then, you have distracted me, captivated me, and challenged me in a way no one ever has.
Again, her vows aren't really the problem, although the fact they've been dating since high school is a bit of a red flag for me. I mean, they're probably 25 now. They've been dating since the age of 14. They've only known one another. There's no way this is going to last, right? Eventually, Cody's going to want to sample some strange poon out there.
I always thought it'd be difficult to find someone who would love me when I was in a million pieces. It's like trying to solve a puzzle when you don't know if you have all the right pieces.
I will say the vows get a little shaky on her part halfway through.
If y'all didn't know, Cody didn't even think he would make it to 21.
On account of all the drug addiction and arrests. Really thought he was going to be shot down by the cops by now. It's just a weird thing to say during the vows.
But when I say I wouldn't be more proud in the man, dad, and partner you are today, I mean it, and I have fallen in love with you over and over again.
So they already have kids together. Not judging, again, just stating some facts here.
You showed me that not every piece has to be in place to create something special. That love can exist in the most imperfect, lost, and broken people.
Okay, whatever. They're heartfelt vows. You can tell she wrote them herself, right? Let's listen to Cody's vows now.
Cody? I promise to smack that ass every chance I get. That's all I got.
The silence truly is deafening. No one is responding well. Some people may have been under the impression that Cody was just saying that to his wife, it wasn't meant to be picked up by the microphone. But no, those are his vows. And that's pretty much it. So let's hear it again.
I promise to smack that ass every chance I get. That's all I got.
The laugh for me is the best part. The laugh is actually longer than his vows.
Cody, please proceed.
She's the brains of the operation, so.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever the fuck is marrying them was like, no, continue on with the vows. And Cody's like, no, I'm good.
Where's the other one?
Oh, yes. Now Cody's having trouble with the rings. I don't know. He thinks that there's multiple rings that he needs to put on fingers or something. I don't know. He's also putting the rings on the wrong hand. Cody is, his head's not in the game. I don't think he really cares about this wedding. He's thought about his vows for about 10 seconds. It was when he was standing there, he was like, oh shit, I gotta say something. What do I love about my soon-to-be wife? Well, love smacking her ass. Let's go with that. That's good enough. Why prolong this thing?
Apparently you don't put that on here.
Cody,
it's on the wrong hand.
Yeah, so that's the right. Yeah.
So let's try that again.
Back here.
And maybe say something.
The officiant is again trying to get Cody to say something nice about or to his wife that does not involve her ass.
Maybe say words. You say words now.
Love you.
Oh my God, he sounds slow. I love you. I don't know if he just doesn't really care about this whole thing or if he's trying to come off kind of aloof, like, I'm a man. This shit doesn't affect me. I'm just going to joke about I don't know. I have no idea what's going through this guy's head.
Love you. Promise to frustrate you all the time.
Promise to frustrate you all the time. Good.
No, that's not good. But on the flip side, it doesn't have anything to do with her butt, so I'll accept it.
Promise I'm not going to listen to you. I mean, I will, but I got that backwards, didn't I?
Is that it? Come on, Cody. Are you sure?
The family member's like, come on, Cody. We're spending a lot of money on this.
I didn't write nothing down.
That's what you're going out with?
That's what I'm going with.
Cool.
We've made it this long.
Well, he added a little more to the vows. It's not just I'm going to tap that ass whenever I get a chance or whatever. He's also not going to listen to a word you say. Well, there you go. That's Cody getting married to, I don't know, Caitlin, Allison, Bailey, Kaylee, some white chick name. Real quick, before we get into the news, we've got yet another altercation at a pharmacy. We just played one of these clips, I think, on Friday's podcast. Again, the procedure is not that difficult. You go to the pharmacy, you say, hey, I've got a prescription waiting for me. Then you got to give your birth date a few times, your name, fork over a few dollars for the copay or, whatever the medication costs. I don't understand why people can't wrap their minds around this.
She got my prescription. She keeps playing.
Seems like this woman just wants the pills. Meanwhile, the pharmacist was like, come over here to the cash register. I'll check you out. But she doesn't want to do that.
They got the medicine. She just told me to go over there and talk to this lady for the medicine. I told them I don't need nobody talking to me. She gonna just tell me that I gotta have to come over here for them to ring me up. Why don't you just ring me up? Let me go.
Well, there's about 20 people in line waiting to get help. So maybe that's why they're having you move over to a different area to ring out or whatever.
I'm gonna go. Let me get my prescription. Oh, yeah, bitch, you want to threaten me?
Well, the pharmacist threw the bag with her pills at her, which was not a smart move.
Oh, yeah, bitch, you want to threaten me? Let me get my... No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Let me get my prescription and leave. Let me get my motherfucking prescription. Let me get my damn prescription.
She can't throw in there her job.
Let me get my prescription so I can leave. What you talking about?
But she just threw some in her eye.
Yeah, exactly, bitch.
I do love her voice. The security guard is trying to escort the customer out, but the pharmacist is the one who turned this into a physical altercation.
Oh, yeah, you stupid bitch.
She is a stupid bitch.
Give me my shit. Don't touch me.
I'll get it.
You keep putting your fucking hands on me. Touch me again, bitch.
I think when the pharmacy threw the pills at the woman, the customer just chucked them right back at the pharmacist, which defeats the purpose of getting the pills, but she was mad.
Give me my prescription.
The gate is coming down, closing the pharmacy window.
Just give her a sip for her door.
I'm not leaving. Fuck out of here. Y'all give me my fucking prescription so I can go.
Damn.
That's it. What the fuck?
People can't understand or handle not being in control. Sometimes you just have to follow the instructions, even if you don't want to, right? The pharmacy has your pills. If you want them, you have to give the pharmacist the information they want, and you have to pay them. You have to go to the cash register. You have to sign for it. And then you get the pills. Until that point, right? Until all that's taken care of, those pills are not yours. And the pharmacy doesn't have to give them to you if they don't want to. You're just creating more work for yourself. Like, you're going to have to probably go back to your doctor and have them write another prescription or have this prescription sent over to a different Walgreens or CVS. And to think, all of this could have been avoided if you just, walked over to the cash register they wanted to check you out at.
Exactly. Customer got the right.
I believe that is written into our Constitution. I think that's the Third Amendment, right? Right to free speech, right to bear arms. And the third one is customer got the rights.
You have security guard, get my shit. Let me leave out.
You have to escort you out. Leave.
No, I came here with a paper. I want to leave out with my paper. My daughter is sick. I just took my daughter to the fucking hospital all day today.
Well, unfortunately, your day's about to get a whole lot longer if you want that medication.
And you got the nerve to tell me what, nigga?
End result, she did not get her prescription, and her daughter died. Okay, I don't know that for a fact, but it would make a great end to the story. So I'm going to run with it. It'd be funny if it was just toenail fungus medicine or something. With all that screeching and hollering, you'd think it would be something very serious. My baby's got dry eyes. She needs prescription strength Visine. Give me my prescription. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news now. Don't forget, there is still a little time to take advantage of DV's holiday sideshow deals. If you're not yet a member, it's a great time to sign up. Get ready for next year when we start doing 3 sideshow exclusive episodes every week. Go to superfreaksideshow.com right now. Monthly membership's only $6, yearly membership $60, and of course we've got lifetime memberships on sale, $250, and you never have to worry about recurring charges again. Again, superfreaksideshow.com. You get access to a personalized RSS feed that you can plug into most podcasting apps like Overcast, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts. Plus, of course, the episodes are available on the website. Now, if you happen to use Spotify or even Apple Podcasts, you can sign up right in those apps. You can bypass the website completely. You sign up in the app, and then all of the exclusive shows will appear right alongside the free episodes in your app of choice, however you sign up, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. For more information, check out distortedview.com and, of course, superfreaksideshow.com. There are a couple other ways to help support DV. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. If you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And don't forget, we've got a bunch of merchandise available in the DV store. T-shirts, shot glasses, beer pints, stickers, buttons. I mean, all sorts of stuff. Check it out, distortedview.com. Make sure to use promo code CAT, C-A-T, to save 20% on your order. Just make sure you're spending at least $20, and you can use that promo code. Again, distortedview.com. All right, I think that's it. No matter how you support DV, thank you so much. You guys are helping to ensure that this program continues on for a long, long time. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, in France, an 88-year-old man created a highly unusual situation at a hospital when medical staff discovered a World War I bomb lodged in his rectum. People will just stick anything inside of their assholes. The incident occurred at the St. Meuse Hospital Accident and Emergency Center. Upon realizing the nature of the object, the hospital initiated an emergency protocol, leading to the evacuation of nearby departments, including the children's ward. By the way, take a look at the chapter artwork. Yeah, that's the bum bomb. A hospital employee expressed their astonishment at the discovery. Honestly, I had to double check to make sure this was a real news story. I found a couple news sources on this. One was in French, so I had to look up to see that this wasn't their version of The Onion or something, Anyway, a hospital employee expressed their astonishment at the discovery, noting that while they have encountered various unusual objects in patients' asses, a bomb was a first. The local news outlet Var Matin or something reported the employees' comparisons of previously found items such as fruits and personal care products to this unprecedented find. How horny do you have to be You're looking for something to stimulate your prostate. I get it. But if you're in the middle of this and you just can't find anything, there's no fucking candlesticks, cucumbers, handles to shovels. Like, there's nothing around. The only thing you have is some sort of vintage World War I bomb. Hold off on masturbating for a while. No one needs to come that bad. Basically shoving warheads in your ass. The hospital administration acknowledged the seriousness of the situation. They confirmed an emergency response between 9 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. on Saturday, which necessitated the evacuation of certain areas in the redirection of incoming emergencies. A hospital administrator emphasized the proactive measures taken to manage the potential risk. While the gynecology and maternity wards continued operating normally, other parts of the hospital were temporarily shut down. Bomb disposal experts were promptly called to the scene. Fortunately, they determined the bomb posed a minimal explosion risk, identifying it as a collectible item from the First World War, previously used by the French military. As a weapon, by the way, not a butt plug. Although I will give this guy props. Instead of just throwing it away, he found a new use. Saved it from, hitting the landfills there. The situation took a further turn, when it was deemed unsafe to remove the bomb in the same manner that it was inserted. It'd be funny if they had to use bomb-sniffing dogs in some way. I'd like the news story to make that turn. All right, anyway, surgeons had to perform an abdominal surgery to extract the object safely. The hospital later confirmed the successful removal of the bomb. It was a projectile measuring about 5 to 6 centimeters in diameter and 20 centimeters in length. That's like 7.5, or almost 8 inches. That's a good-sized dick to fit in your butthole. Following the procedure, the elderly patient was reported to be in good health. Oh, thank God, right? Second story we have for you today. This one just happens to come from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Florida is the most fucked up state.
Yes, the story comes from Florida, where a man was arrested on a felony poisoning charge for tampering with a meatball sandwich. James Leach, 45, allegedly purchased the sandwich for his nephew, but then contaminated it with Visine, an eye drop solution, at a market near his Pinellas Park home. According to the arrest affidavit, Leach asked a market employee for Visine, citing dry eyes. After obtaining the Visine, he reportedly opened the food container and poured the solution all over the sandwich. He did it right in front of the employee. When the employee warned that the liquid could be harmful, it's for your eyes, sir. You're not supposed to ingest it. Leach is said to have responded that it would only cause severe gastrointestinal and vomiting symptoms. Well, that's a nice way of putting it. I believe the actual quote was he's going to cause the victim to, quote, shit himself and puke his brains out. Ta-da! That's a Florida man quote. In reality, Visine's main ingredient, tetrahydrozoline hydrochloride, can be dangerous if ingested, actually lethal. The market employee, familiar with Leach as a regular customer, mentioned that Leach had ongoing issues with his nephew and expressed animosity towards him. Police records indicate a history of domestic disputes between Leach and his nephew, with several calls to their residence in the past. Following a 911 call from the market, police reviewed the store's security footage, which clearly showed Leach's actions. When officers later visited Leach's home, he refused to speak, and he promptly asked for a lawyer. His nephew reported consuming only a small part of the sandwich before the police arrived and was unaware of the Visine. Although medical assistance was offered, the nephew declined treatment. No word on if he shat his brains out or not. Leach, who has previous convictions, including improper exhibition of a firearm and resisting police, was charged with food or water poisoning. He's currently detained on a $50,000 bond and has entered a not guilty plea. Ballsy move, considering there's security cam footage of him actually pouring the Visine on the meatball sandwich. The court also ordered no contact with the victims. So there you go. That's what's happening in Florida. Final story we have for you today. 25-year-old Liam Brown was recently caught engaging in a sex act with a calf on a farm in Burton, Dorset, over there in the UK. The disturbing event, which occurred on the night of June 12th of last year, was discovered by farmer Ian Farwell, who installed surveillance equipment due to suspicions of, his animals being fucked with, quite literally. Farmer Farwell, upon checking the CCTV footage, found Brown in a compromising position with the calf, trousers down. In a panicked attempt to escape, Brown ended up in another cow pen where he was then trampled by several cows. See, bitch, that's called karma. Or in this case, guys, get ready. This is a good one. Or in this case, more like cowma. Right? Right? Come on, guys, that was good. No? No good? Let me try again. In a panicked attempt to escape, Brown ended up in another cow pen where he was trampled by several cows before being apprehended. That's called karma. Or in this case, car-moo. Car-moo. Ouch, not even a doot-doot fart for that one. You just get crickets. I thought it was good. Anyway, a subsequent DNA analysis confirmed sexual contact between Brown and the calf. Brown from Bournemouth confessed to the crime, expressing his shame and embarrassment. He was ordered to pay the court about $1,000 in compensation to Mr. Farwell. The judge described the case as very alarming, bizarre, and worrying. That's how I describe my favorite type of news stories. The court learned that the Farwell family, including Ian, his wife Tracy, and their children Ralph and Emily, had long suspected their cows were being tampered with. They had found surgical gloves, clothing, and had experienced unexplained deaths, oh my God, by several young calves. Dude was really fucking them hard, fucking them to death. In response, the family devised a plan to catch the perp, including the installation of closed-circuit television. The surveillance system captured Brown's actions, leading to his arrest. In a statement, Ian Farwell expressed his distress over the impact on his animals and the strain it put on his family. Prosecutor Matthew Mortimer detailed the family's strategy to capture the offender, which involved surrounding the gates and using lights to prevent escape. Wow, they really thought this out. The plan was put into action when Ralph Farwell heard a distressed calf and saw Brown on the closed-circuit television. Brown pleaded guilty to sexual penetration with a living animal and causing unnecessary suffering to a protected animal. Despite his lack of prior convictions and expression of remorse, his actions had severe consequences. Defending Olivia McGonigal emphasized Brown's remorse and his lack of intention to work with livestock again. I promise I'll never hang around animals ever again. Like, that's going to work. Brown, currently living with his mom and possibly moving in with his supportive girlfriend. That is very supportive. You fuck animals? Okay. I support you in anything you do, honey. He'd been working night shifts through an agency. The judge sentenced Brown to a 3-year community order with rehabilitation and 150 hours of unpaid work. He was also ordered to pay £600 compensation and prohibited from keeping livestock for 10 years. The judge didn't say anything about not being able to have a pet dog, though.
You sure have a nice cock. It's time for the husky orgy. We're just 15 huskies at once. I wonder if 15 cocks can decide.
Sure, why not? Don't stop at one husky. Have a husky orgy with 15 dogs. Continue, Jonathan Nyhouse.
A female husky comes. It's time for the husky orgy. We're just 15 huskies at once. I wonder if 15 cocks can decide. A female husky comes.
Jonathan Nyhouse, a huge fan of husky cock and husky orgies. There you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. All right, guys, I love to hear from you freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/DistortedView Show, yada, yada. You know all the ways to contact me. Most important, 206-666-4463. That's our voicemail line. Love to hear from you. If you pledge at least $5 over there on our Patreon account, you get a special phone number you can call, and I will play your calls first because I'm usually a little behind on the voicemails. We do have some patrons checking in today.
Hi, Timmy Boo. It's Little Baby Faggot. That guy that called in yesterday saying that the Instant Pot was not a slow cooker is full of shit. You go to their website, instanthome.com, and you look at any of the pressure cookers. Right there it states it is a 7-in-1 pressure cooker, rice cooker, slow cooker.
Right. Yes, it does multiple things.
Yogurt
You're
maker,
absolutely right.
Steamer, saute pan, and food warm.
Does anyone fucking use the Instant Pot to make yogurt? Really?
So I'm sorry that you're wrong again, and that the guy who called to say that you were right was actually wrong. So clearly he needs to get a better cell phone service and some better information, because the Instant Pot is indeed a slow cooker in addition to the other things it does.
Right.
Hence the button on it that says slow.
All right. Okay, I'm sorry. If I said it did not have a slow cooking function, I apologize. For some reason, that reminded me many years ago, it was maybe back 2014, 2015 or something, Lord Douche and I bought this product called the Time Machine, except the E's were 3s, so it's TIM3 machine, and it was, instead of an E, there's a 3 there. And apparently it looked like a rice cooker, but it had 3 functions. It was a slow cooker, a rice maker, and like a steamer or something. We didn't even get a chance to use it once. There was a recall issued on this thing saying that, the thing could just catch on fire. Apparently, like, it had something to do with the cord that plugs into the outlet, So they said, what you need to do is we're going to send you a whole new time machine. All you have to do is provide a proof of purchase or whatever. And also you have to use scissors or something and cut off the cord. We had to send the cord to this company as well, I guess to prove that the machine is now inoperable and not a hazard anymore. We did that. We never got another machine. They declared bankruptcy or something, and that was pretty much the end of it. Maybe that's why we were so gun-shy getting one of these air fryers. We've been burned too many times by these shitty appliances. I love rice, by the way. I could just eat just white rice with a little butter and a little salt. That's all I need in life.
I feel like King Cobra is either saying of age, which is a weird thing to say, but he is fucking wasted, or he's saying average girlfriend.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes I can't understand what King Cobra is saying, because, yeah, you're right. He's always drunk.
Hey, Timmy Boo. It's Swing Toilet. The best of show you posted today, which was a great one. It's Friday. It reminded me of something that you don't really do anymore, and that's the oh God thing.
Well, at the end of the show, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh God, is it? Oh God. I guess I don't do it as exaggerated anymore.
So please bring that back. I miss it. Also, if you could you end the show with Sitting on My Fist? That's my favorite song of yours, and I haven't heard it in a long time.
I forgot about that one.
Also, on Christmas Day, you have to play your Hallelujah cover, because that's also a favorite of mine. Anyway, talk to you later.
We'll see. We're quickly approaching Christmas here, and I've got so many potential Christmas openers. I like to end with my version of A Night Before Christmas, where Santa gets a divorce from Mrs. Claus because he's found with a hooker and stuff. I like that version. But yeah, maybe we could do Hallelujah.
Oh, Tim. It's Autistic Mexican, and you struck a bit of a chord with me today.
Uh-oh.
Talking about Kanye. So, I mentioned before, I'm a huge Kanye fan, probably one of the biggest Kanye fans on the planet. However, I am not an anti-Semitic person, and I refuse to be one. So, a couple things I wanted to clear up for you, first of all, is... So where he was talking about where he's talking about Aaron Carter, and what he's referring to is trainer Harley Pasternak, who is a trainer of different celebrities, also was a trainer of Aaron Carter, personal trainer. He sent a series of texts to Kanye a couple years ago saying how we're going to medicate you. We're going to put you in the loony bin.
Yeah, but he needs that. He needs to be medicated and put in a loony bin.
We're going to take your kids from you.
Yes.
And, of course, this is during one of his manic episodes. Now, the way he approached it was extremely appropriate. You don't go to a mentally, someone's having mental issues going through an episode. You don't word things like that.
That's probably a bad move. You're right.
It was horrible. Of course, it set Kanye off. And I agree with it completely on that part. Also, Kanye, the bipolar thing was kind of slapped on Kanye, whereas he's exhibiting more symptoms of autism. So, I do believe he definitely shows to be more autistic than bipolar. And he's going through, he's going through a lot in his head right now with trying to revive himself. He did do an album release party, and the new album it's pretty good. It's good music.
Really? I haven't heard much about it.
The problem is Kanye is surrounded by a lot of yes men who will say yes to literally anything. And if you were to sit and listen to that rant, which was put on Instagram Live, you would see he's surrounded by the wrong people.
Yeah, you're right.
And this has basically happened ever since his mother died. So that's kind of what triggered.
Yeah, everyone was surrounding Kanye and kind of just like agreeing with whatever he was saying for the most part.
Like this, and of course that happened back in 2007. So it's kind of culminated, especially ever since the Taylor Swift incident, ever since he said slavery was a choice. Now with the Jewish thing, it's all culminated into this shit show that people like to just pick and parts of the story out that are good for the headlines.
Well,
so I'm not going to say he doesn't have some mental issues, but at the same time, if people were to actually look at the whole picture, they would have a better understanding.
Well, there you go. I certainly don't know all the people he was referring to and stuff. Apparently, Autistic Mexican does. So that's good. A little context there. Thank you very much. That is all the time we have on this edition of the program. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. DistortedView.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God! Oh, God! Is that better?
I promise to smack that ass every chance I get.
I tried, man. Spread the distortion, STD, tell all your friends about the program. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review these shows. I will be back tomorrow if and only if you're Sideshow members. Otherwise, I'll see you on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody. Pornhub will have some videos, but not the real nasty, gross, and dangerous gay fisting porn that you've come to expect from Distorted View Daily. You know the type I'm talking about. At the end of a good gay fisting session, that ass meat is just hanging out of the poor dude's butthole, and he's screaming. If you're gay and on a date, let me stimulate your prostate. Twist that wrist when you're sitting on my fist. Different types of lubricant, water-based silicone, and spit right where he shits. Sitting on my fist.
Woozy from the poppers in a stupor. No more feeling in your blown out pooper. It's a trooper.
Call a good proctologist, cause I think I may have felt an anal cyst when you were sitting on my fist. I think you may have taken a poo. Yes, I smell that number 2 digging out that chimney coal. I lost my watch deep in your hole. Punch fuck that rectal wall. Reach around and grab my balls. Arm covered in slime. What a fun gay old time. If you're gay and on a date, let me stimulate your prostate. Twist that wrist. Sitting on my fist. Different types of lubricant, water-based silicone, and spit right where he shits. Sitting on my fist.
Woozy from the poppers in a stupor. No more feeling in your blown out pooper. It's a drooper. Call
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.